Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the last lesson of your books, that is Unit 7, Section C, The Chocolate Cream Soldier. Now, let's know the author, George Bernard Shaw. He lived from the year 1856 to 1950. He was a famous Irish writer and a co-founder of the London School of Economics. He is best known for his plays Pygmalion, Man and Superman, and Arms and the Man. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1925. Students, this is a play that we are going to read. There are two characters in this play, that is Raina, who is a young noblewoman, and the man who is an enemy soldier. Don't get confused, students. There are more characters in this play, but the extract that is given in your book has only two characters for now. So now let's begin with the play. The year is 1885. Serbia and Bulgaria are at war. Raina, a young Bulgarian noblewoman, is told that the man to whom she is betrothed, that is, engaged to be married, that is Sergius, has led a brave and successful cavalry charge in a recent battle. As she rejoices, she is also given the news that Serbian soldiers are escaping through the city. Running from these pursuers, an enemy soldier climbs into Raina's room. Though alarmed at first, she shows pity for him by allowing him to hide in her room. Raina gets talking with him and finds out that he carries chocolates instead of ammunition in battle. Now let's read and understand the conversation between Raina and the man.
Yes, isn't it contemptible? I wish I had some now.
Allow me. I'm sorry, I've eaten them all except these.
Oh, you're an angel. Cream, delicious. Bless you, dear lady. You can always tell an old soldier by the inside of his holsters and cartridge boxes. The young ones carry pistols and cartridges. The old ones grub. Thank you. Don't do things so suddenly, gracious lady. It's mean to revenge yourself because I frightened you just now.
Frighten me? Do you know, sir, that though I'm only a woman, I think I'm at heart as brave as you.
I should think so. You haven't been under fire for 3 days as I have. I can stand 2 days without showing it much, but no man can stand 3 days. I'm as nervous as a mouse. Would you like to see me cry?
No.
If you would, all you have to do is scold me, just as if I were a little boy and you my nurse. If I were in camp now, they'd play all sorts of tricks on me.
I'm sorry. I won't scold you. You must excuse me, but you see, our soldiers are not like that.
Oh, yes, they are. There are only two sorts of soldiers, old ones and young ones. I've served 14 years. Half of your fellows never smelt powder before. Why, how is it that you've just beaten us? Sheer ignorance of the art of war, nothing else. Never saw anything so unprofessional in my life.
Oh, was it unprofessional to beat you then?
Well, come. Is it professional to throw a regiment of cavalry on a battery of machine guns with the dead certainty that if the guns ever go off, not a horse or man will get within 50 yards of the fire? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it.
Oh, did you see the great cavalry charge? Oh, tell me about it. Describe it to me.
You never saw a cavalry charge, did you?
Well, how could I?
No, perhaps not. No, of course not. Well, it's a funny sight. It's like slinging a handful of peas against a window pane. First one comes, then two or three close behind him, then all the rest in a lump.
Ah, the first one. The bravest of the brave.
You should see the poor devil pulling at his horse.
Why should he put it his horse?
It's running away with him, of course. And do you suppose the fellow wants to get there before the others and be killed? Then they all come. You can tell the young ones by their wildness and slashing. The old ones come bunched up under the number one guard. They know that they're mere projectiles, that it's no use trying to fight. And the wounds are mostly broken knees from the horses cannoning together.
Ugh. But I don't believe the first one is a coward. I know that he is a hero.
That's what you'd have said if you'd seen the first man in the charge today.
I knew it. Oh, tell me about him.
Well, he did it like an operatic tenor. A regular handsome fellow with flashing eyes and lovely moustaches, shouting his battle cry and charging like Don Quixote at the windmills. We did laugh.
You dared to laugh?
Yes. But then, when the sergeant ran up white as a sheet and told us they'd sent us the wrong ammunition and that we couldn't fire a round for the next 10 minutes, we laughed at the other side of our mouths. I've never felt so sick in my life, though I've been in one or two very tight places. I hadn't even a revolver cartridge, or only chocolate. With no bayonets, nothing. Of course, they just cut us to pieces. And there was Don Quixote, flourishing like a drum major and thinking he'd done the cleverest thing ever known, whereas he ought to be court-martialed. Of all the fools ever let loose on a field of battle, that fellow must be the very maddest. Now, he and his regiment simply committed suicide, only the pistol misfired, that's all.
Indeed. Would you know him again if you saw him?
Oh, shall I ever forget him?
This is the photograph of the gentleman, the patriot and the hero, to whom I am betrothed.
I'm really very sorry. Was it fair to lead me on? Yes, that's Don Quixote, not a doubt of it.
Why'd you laugh?
No, I didn't laugh, I assure you. At least I didn't mean to, but when I think of him charging the windmills and imagining he was doing the finest thing...
Give me back the portrait, sir.
Of course, certainly. I'm very sorry. Perhaps I'm quite wrong, you know. No doubt of it. Most likely, he got wind of the cartridge business somehow and knew it was a safe job.
You mean to say that he was a pretender and a coward? You did not dare say that before.
It's no use, dear lady. I can't make you see it from the professional...
So much the better for you.
How?
You are my enemy, and you are at my mercy. What would I do if I were a professional soldier?
Ah, true, dear lady. You're always right. I know how good you've been to me. To my last hour, I shall remember those 3 chocolate creams. Oh, it was unsoldierly, but it was angelic.
Thank you. And now I will do a soldierly thing. You cannot stay here after what you have just said about my future husband. But I will go out onto the balcony to see if it is safe for you to climb down into the street.
Down the water pipe? No, stop! Wait! I can't! I daren't! The very thought of it makes me giddy. I came up it fast enough with death behind me, but to face it now in cold blood, It's no use. I give up. I'm beaten. I'll give the alarm.
Come, don't be disheartened. Oh, you are a very poor soldier, aren't you? A chocolate cream soldier. Cheer up. It takes less courage to climb down than to face capture. Remember that.
No. Capture only means death. And death is sleep. Oh, sleep, sleep, sleep. Undisturbed sleep. Well, climbing down that pipe means doing something, exerting myself, thinking. Death 10 times over first.
Are you as sleepy as all that?
I've not had 2 hours undisturbed sleep since I joined. I haven't closed my eyes for 48 hours.
What am I to do with you?
Of course, I must do something. You see, sleep or no sleep, hunger or no hunger, tired or not tired, you can always do a thing when you know it must be done. Well, that pipe must be got down. If you hear that, you chocolate cream soldier...
But what if you fall?
Oh, I shall sleep as if the stones were a feather bed. Good night.
I'll kill you.
Doesn't matter. It's all in my day's work. I'm bound to take my chance. Now, do what I tell you. Put out the candle so they shan't see the light when I open the shutters, and keep away from the window, whatever you do. If they see me, they sure to have a shot at me.
So students, I hope you have understood the extract from Arms and the Man. If you want to know what happened further, you'll have to read the book that was written by George Bernard Shaw.